Welcome everyone to the Red Fast Review episode 108. If you're new here, we are a group of gamers that became very close friends at the start of COVID through virtual golf. We have come a long way since that time. We have developed friendships that will last a lifetime. In this episode, we catch up on how our summers are going and Pleated's big news. We talk a little golf, of course, baseball, video games, and even sprinkle in a little Taylor Swift. We hope you enjoy the episode. Make sure, if you do, to hit that like button. And if you're not, sub to that channel so you get future notifications. Hope you enjoy. And now to the pod. Welcome in, everybody, to the Red Fast Review episode 108. You got a summer six-pack of us of panelists today. Everyone's having a good summer, at least we think so. So might as well just kick it off and say, welcome back. And oh Jesus, these clowns are just gonna be acting up the whole time. Bear's looking over at Rob like he's in the same room with him. It's great.
He's way too happy.
Oh man,
I missed you guys.
Yeah, it's been a while. How is everybody? I'm just gonna open it up to instead of going around. What's everyone doing well?
Start with Moose.
All right, maybe some
you
can't
just
leave it open probably like that. Required here. Moose.
Pleated goes last.
Yeah.
Is this Stiff's time on the Red Fast Review?
It is.
Okay.
Well, he's made like a quick.
He's called in.
Didn't he make a quick guest appearance one time, or am I just thinking of like a random Discord call when he was in Japan?
He called in. He called in once.
I think I just called in, but it wasn't. Yeah, I don't think I wasn't like on camera or anything though.
No, you didn't have video. But I've been pretty good. Trying to stay cool down here. Let's see. Since the last time we did a podcast, there's probably been like one day maybe where it's been under 98 degrees. So that's fun.
Moose's favorite boy band.
Yeah, like who's? I
don't even know what
everyone's right.
Why the hell is that?
But I got a new job at a golf course, so started that last week. Getting into the fun parts this week with the 5 a.m. opens.
Ooh,
so
lovely. What are you doing at the golf course, Moose?
I'm a pro shop assistant, so just hanging out in the pro shop and going to help people with carts when they get stranded on greens because the carts just stopped working. So that's fun.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like the most glorified title for what you actually do.
Probably, yeah.
Pro shop assistant.
He's pro Moose, okay?
Yeah.
He's moving up in the world.
Hey, it's a good
Pro
gig.
shop professional. Yeah, it pays more than retail. I get more hours. I'm a lot happier.
Good.
So they were open on Monday. So is it a public course or private course that does like events on Mondays?
Yeah, it's a semi-private course. So I think there's like 200, 150
and
members.
And Moose knows the people who aren't allowed. That's why he picked that one.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's good. You're enjoying that? Do you get free golf out of it?
Definitely. Yeah. I get free golf at 3 different courses, free range balls. My guests get 50% off. It's nice.
I would just hammer the range for like 3 hours after my work shift.
I would if it wasn't 105 degrees out.
So Texas is where the group outing is going to be then, right?
yeah.
Like that, I feel like that's a no fucking brainer.
Why are we just now hearing about the 50%?
We started
there
today.
last week. Yeah.
Right.
That's true.
But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We'll be back with the hockey team for another season, so that'll be fun. Definitely be busy come late September, October.
You're with the Texas Stars again? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So did you re-up the lease and everything?
No, I'm moving apartments mid-September. I'm moving into a house with a couple people, so the streams won't be as common as they have been because, I really stuck to that schedule.
What? When was the last time you streamed?
Hold up.
Common.
Yep.
Hold up. When's the last time you streamed?
I don't know.
He got us, Bear. He freaking got us.
I know. The last time I played 2K was March. I looked that up the other day.
March.
Yep.
We're almost in August, so that's good. Might as well turn the page and not play.
We should have the NHL beta coming out in like a month, so that'll be fun. But I haven't heard anything about
the
it.
one that you can't stream. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Well, let's welcome our new panelist to the Red Fast Review, Mr. Ya Boy Stiff. What's going on in your neck of the woods? Introduce yourself. Tell I think everyone kind of knows who you are if they're in here anyways, but let the people know who you are and what's been going on with your summer.
I mean, I wouldn't blame anybody who forgot about me. It's been quite some time.
You turned on the Twitch stream a little bit when you got back, a couple months back, various games
Yeah.
and such. Even a 24-hour stream that almost went 24 hours.
Thanks. Well, no. It's been quite an adjustment coming back. 2 years in Japan. I was away from my family, away from my wife, my daughter. Moved to Virginia. So we bought another house. We've had some problems with it, but it's been going well. Just playing the dad part again. That's been quite an adjustment after living the pseudo bachelor life by myself in Japan.
Yeah.
It was a ton of fun. Don't get me wrong. I had a lot of fun. But
Drink a lot of soju. No, what is it?
Chuhai.
Chuhais.
Chuhai,
a lot of
mixed drink?
It's like a
bottled malt liquor over there.
Yeah,
It's like soda.
and it comes in like a tall boy can, and you can get it for like $1.50.
Love that.
At a 7-Eleven, yeah, they're like 9% alcohol. It's awesome.
What is the snake device coming out of that window?
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, that's for my AC.
It's a
That's for
giant
the AC.
Yeah.
Our AC is broken upstairs.
Devices he'd like to show off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead, Rob. What was it?
Steph has some other devices he'd like to show off as well.
No, I've since retired that thing. Thank you.
Oh yeah, oh really? He wore it out.
The coffin
Just-
retired.
They tried to return it, they wouldn't take it back.
Wild.
No, but it's good to be back. I haven't streamed in a while, and honestly, like we've been doing those Discord nights with everybody and just sharing our screens, and I'm totally fine with that too. Obviously, I'm building my my man cave outside my shed lately. So once I get that set up, then once I get that set up, I'll probably get back to streaming again. But
When is that
This is-
set to be done?
Hey, we got a visitor.
This is
Uh-oh.
the CNN thing where the guy's doing an interview about
Yeah, that's
the
so good.
global economic crisis, and he goes, "I'm sorry." I'm so
You say
sorry.
hi?
Oh my god, too adorable.
I thought it was going to be my
Wait,
kids
that's
being the
humor.
first ones.
Oh my god. She looks just like the mailman. It's crazy.
Look at that one. It's the same. Like the same. Like the same.
yeah, they're the same.
Yeah.
You want to know what's not the same? Half the chromosomes isn't there.
You can't say anything. We got to get all the shots in now.
I help you.
You want to help me?
Mark it over there.
He needs all the help.
Alt
What the-
F4. Control Alt Delete twice.
I like the bike.
Deltree/Windows.
Mhm.
Look. I don't
You want to
want.
go back downstairs?
No.
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 Want to participate in the
My half
podcast?
the right one.
What's your thoughts
Can we
on the
trade
show?
her for Stiff?
You're there.
Where do you think
for the
Shohei
headphones?
My half everybody.
goes next season?
Where do you think Shohei is going to go next season?
We,
Please?
yeah, but I want some.
You want some?
Can I get my camera?
I feel like it's gonna be a long internet, guys.
Yeah.
Attacking at the camera.
Can you please go back downstairs to mommy?
No.
Can understand her more than Stiff when Ms. Mike was speaking.
Everybody,
Sorry about the
Baby
peeking. I
Oh,
think it's
nice.
fixed now.
what happened?
Nice shirt, miss. I didn't realize until just now.
Oh,
Bravo.
thank you. Big deal. Rob, what's going on
Can you
your
please
way?
go back down to mommy?
What's new with the
Not. I mean, I don't even know if I told you guys this yet. Oh, I did. We won 2 major awards. We won 2 medals at the U.S. Open of Beer, which is the second biggest competition in the United States. We won for Best Pilsner, and we won gold for Best Pilsner, and we won bronze for our hazy pale ale. So
Oh yeah.
we are currently brewing our batches that are going to be sent to the Great American Beer Fest in Colorado, which is the biggest beer fest or the biggest beer competition in the United States. So we have a lot of momentum. Things are just getting busier and busier, and Yeah, very grateful to carve out some time.
I saw you hit the full year marker too on trivia, right?
We sure did. Yeah, episode 52 was last week, and then second season 2 of Night of Champions is next Tuesday. I have so much to do for our anniversary party that's happening in like 4 weeks. The fact that I'm taking 2 hours out of my life to do this is really quite staggering. I have to design 6 new beer labels. I booked 10 bands for 2 days. It's gonna be a fucking scene.
Love that.
Oh boy.
Also, I was at Taylor Swift on Saturday.
Ooh,
Oh yeah,
how
I
was
forgot about that.
Oh boy.
Was that just the best time ever?
Listen, I've been to playoff sports. I have been to WrestleMania. I have seen almost every artist under the sun. And quite literally, nothing can prepare you for the spectacle that is that show.
That good?
It was the best show I've ever seen in my life.
Damn.
Wow.
She is phenomenal. Her dancers are phenomenal. The stage interaction, the set design, the lighting, the fire, the pyro, it's unique. I was in the bathroom, and you look down at the toilet, and the water is sloshing in the toilet because that's how much the building's moving.
That's nuts.
Have you seen the video?
What was the venue?
Levi Stadium. In
Oh
San
yeah,
Francisco.
yeah.
If you Google like Taylor Swift stands rocking, like the second decks are pulsing. It's crazy. It was.
I forget who mentioned it the other day, but there's one of you guys was saying that like
I did.
fans, it created a 2.1 magnitude earthquake at one of her shows recently.
Yeah, it's insanity. Like when certain songs kick on, everybody just starts moving in unison, and you feel it felt like I was in an earthquake for 3.5 hours. She went on at 8:00 and didn't get off until 11:45.
That's when you got backstage, right? Yeah, my brother. Let's go. Next song.
She played 45 songs.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So
Yeah,
Rob,
insane.
she was doing this when she was barely known. Like I was in Vegas, with celebrating a family thing, and my mom was there, and she loved Kelly Pickler. So I was like, "Hey, Kelly Pickler's playing with Taylor Swift at someplace in the MGM Grand." I think it was and so I was like, let's get tickets. We did, and that was like 2009. And she even put on a hell of a show with the audience interaction and all that stuff then. And she wasn't half as big as she is now. Like she's just always been an amazing performer.
Here's the slap in the face, though. She played for 4 hours, 3 hours and 45 minutes. She played 45 songs, and didn't play my 2 favorite songs.
Oh,
What are the odds?
She didn't. I know, right?
what
She
songs?
she didn't play Red, and she didn't play Mean. And so
I don't know that one.
Oh, it's really
Yeah, you
good.
do.
They're both
Me?
good. I know
Did
that moves.
she play Hey
Hey,
Stephen? I
Stephen?
just can't think of it.
Hey,
Moose.
what?
You gotta
You have
be
Red as
mean.
one of your.
No, I know Red. I didn't know the other one.
So the 49ers stadium is next to the biggest amusement park in Northern California. The crazy thing is, halfway through the show, they did their fireworks show, because they do it in the summer. They do a fireworks show every Saturday night. So literally, a fireworks show that's not even related to the concert is going off in the background of the state. Like, it was insanity.
Ugh.
It was just, everything was insane. Do you want to guess? I want you guys to guess how much a 16-ounce beer is at Levi Stadium for this event.
$25.
I was gonna say
$24.50.
Wow.
There we go.
Boom.
Heated.
I was shocked.
Growth opportunity for old Gaz.
When I ordered a beer, no kidding.
Yeah.
When I ordered a beer, the lady had, like, if this was my beer, foam from a quarter of it for foam. The guy was like, I go, hey. She pours it. I walk away. I go, this is bullshit. I go back and I go, hey man, I just bought this, and if it wasn't $25, I probably wouldn't care. But that's like literally $7 worth of beer that I'm not getting. And he goes, where'd you get that? I go, and I just go like, he goes, oh okay, and he just pours me another half a beer. I was like,
Love that.
fuck you. I'm on a podcast, god damn it. I can't wait for that to get clipped. That was that's what's new with me.
That sounds so fantastic.
Well, Rob has one more thing that I wanted to talk about. I waited. You got new clubs? Did you get a full bag?
Yeah.
No,
or what? Because this will be good. Because I want to start. I feel like getting back into more golf. I think I want to break down and get newer clubs. Like they're 5 years old. What's the lifespan?
So
I've had mine
for
since
iron?
15 and I still love them. At least my irons. My wood.
I've had my
shit.
I've had my iron since high school.
Yes.
Guys who are good at golf, like, you know.
Fair enough.
So I have a friend of a friend who works at our local big box golf shop. It's like a independent. So he got me a killer deal on these.
Yeah, take the protection off.
He was like, you know what? Actually, I have a new one of these. I'll just give you the new one for the same price as the used one.
Love that.
So I got myself a Srixon ZX5 for $160, a 9.5 degree.
Wow.
For $160.
That's
brand new.
nuts.
Had the plastic on it. I was swinging the used one, and I was piping them about 260 yards down the fairway.
Is that what we saw in that last picture there?
No, I was hitting them a little bit to the left, but that's fine. TaylorMade says a shot to the left is still a good drive. At least that's what the guy kept saying. And then I got this used Cleveland Halo XL hybrid for like $60, $50.
Is that just so you can think of Bear?
Because of Cleveland?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was because it's a long wood. It's a dick joke.
A guy came in the other day and he said he was from Cincinnati, and I said, Kentucky's favorite city, and he was like, oh my god, somebody spent some time in Ohio. I go, nope.
Nope, just one cynical asshole.
One of my best friends just happens to live there. So, yeah,
circling back to your question, Bear. What was it again?
No, I'm seeing people in chat saying irons and all of that's still good. The wedges wear down. I feel like when the driver, when you might hit the ground a few too many times, like that might have the same pop. I could still get the ball out there with the driver. Maybe I'm just lying to myself.
Your driver's only 5 years old, though?
Yeah, it's only 5 years old.
It also depends on how hard you swing. Like, if you're some asshole who just, like, tries to hit it 400 fucking yards with every swing, and it doesn't matter how hard you slice it, you're going to wait. It's just like swinging a softball bat. You're going to weaken that club.
It takes years and years and years. I've actually seen a couple people collapse, driver face. And it's kind of funny because, like, you've been using it for, like, eternity. And then it just one day it went crink. It's like, that didn't sound good.
Yeah.
Yeah, my driver was 6 years old before I got it. And then I used it for 3 years. Yeah. I was overdue. I deserve it.
Yeah. Treat yourself, definitely. Right? Bar's doing well.
Treat yourself.
Bear? What's new in your neck of the woods besides the background scenery?
Looks a little different.
Yep. Well, and the thing is, this isn't the new house. This is the parents' basement right now. So as you could see, I'm in the office. Right behind me is the living room, and a little bit past that is the girls' playroom. So we've got the entire basement of the house, which is nice. Yeah, the circuit breaker, everything. There's a treadmill back there for the kids, get a good workout in. So everything with the house is starting to move along. They broke ground a few weeks ago, so we're going to know within a couple of weeks when we're going to be into the new house, and that's going to be nice. I've been getting out golfing a lot more, which has been amazing.
Love that.
But now that summer's over, getting back into work where I still love that job, but we had a nice little groundswell of 5 people who don't even have kids in the district who want to clean house for our administration.
Oh, jeez.
So,
Oh boy.
so every couple of weeks, I show up at their meetings and just listen to them. Basically, it's like going to a live Twitch chat, basically, where it's just like the most crazy comments left and right, and the only difference is I can't respond back, and that has been the worst on my lips of biting them, going, I got a really good comment that'd be good for that, but just couldn't do it. But for the most part, everything's been really good here, outside of some sketchy Wi-Fi. But there's 9 people living in this house.
What the fuck?
So that's what happens.
When's the projected move-out date? Because you have a new build going up for yourself?
Yep. Early October.
Oh, that's not that bad. That's
No,
not for
it's
a
pretty
brand new
cool.
build.
You
Exactly.
said they just broke ground like recently, right?
Yep. So I'm moving, and I kind of did it with the Macedonia thing, where I like semi-doxed myself. I'm moving to the 4th largest Amish community in Ohio. It might be the United States. I think it's the United States. So they get houses and they get them up quick.
Nice.
Love that.
Are you allowed to have internet there?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's gonna have the best internet because no one else is gonna have any.
So I'm moving to Amish country, but I'm actually moving closer to a Giant Eagle. I'm moving closer to 4 fast food restaurants, and I'm moving closer to a Walmart than I was at the last house.
What is a golden eagle?
Giant Eagle. I feel like that's a fishing brand.
Giant Eagle, supermarket. Sorry, I always forget that's regional. I think Giant Eagle is a national chain, and it's not.
No, it's not.
I get that now.
Never even heard of it.
Do you guys have Safeways?
No.
No.
Not
I've heard of them.
Colorado.
Never
I think
seen them.
Safeway goes all the way out to Colorado. That's about it.
Oh,
Sounds about right.
and the last and most important thing, I triggered Ginger Mean by going down to Texas and getting Whataburger at 9 in the morning.
That was so good.
And it started one of the most controversial topics in our group chat that I went to get a national, or not a national chain, but a local chain that is very famous. And I got a burger at 9 a.m. in an airport, and he was not happy.
Was that an airport?
Oh, it was a Whataburger. It was an airport Whataburger.
That doesn't count.
It was still good. It was a good burger, but it tasted just like a gigantic Steak and Shake burger.
You know, I never heard of that damn chicken biscuit thing.
Oh,
that
honey butter
he
chicken
thought
biscuit.
that we had to eat. No clue that that's
They're
even a
extremely
thing.
popular.
We didn't know about it.
Chick-fil-A's chicken biscuit is very good.
I just had a honey butter chicken biscuit this morning. I never had one before. It's actually awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds
So
Gamer-
I make my own hot honey, where I just take up a bunch of habaneros, serranos, and jalapenos, and I ferment them in honey for a couple weeks. And that, on top of it's one of those things where you can't eat this in the car, so you have to wait till you get home to eat it with your condiment. That the homemade condiment really takes it to the next notch. Bam.
You said you make those?
Do you have your own apiary too?
What about rape?
What?
Hold on,
What
wait.
about rapiary?
Moose.
Apiary. That's do you
No,
make your own honey?
And
Pleaded. I wanted to see if.
Oh,
Damn it.
Moose knew.
Okay.
I already
You didn't
know.
know it. Okay, we're
I
good.
watched
it?
Discovery Channel.
I don't know what it is. I still don't know
No.
what we're talking about.
We thought Moose. Anytime you get a big word like that, you got to throw it out to Moose to see if he knows it.
I didn't know it either.
Gamer's gonna be very upset. He missed the entire Taylor Swift concert breakdown from Rob.
I know.
He will have to go back.
Circling
and catch
back
that.
on that, I must say my wife doesn't really go out or look forward to many events per year. She was looking forward to that for well over a year. Her and her sister, and both.
Did they go to the Gillette shows?
They went to the Gillette shows in pouring rain, and both of them came home with the biggest smiles on their face. They couldn't They were so happy for the entire week after. Immediately the next day, my sister-in-law was trying to get tickets to go to New Jersey to follow her next weekend.
Oh my
Mind you, she has
God.
3 children, but
You're talking
she
about
was
Taylor Swift?
seriously considering going down to New Jersey to follow her to go see her a second time.
Taylor
and
Swift?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
I'm already looking at international flights because she performs in Europe next year.
And they
And the
already
ticket prices are
discussed,
cheaper.
had discussions and plan on going to Liverpool next year to go see
That's
her
awesome.
again. It's
And
just
I'm
like,
telling you, it was crazier than WrestleMania, and that's saying something. Also, deleted. Those are fucking gross, and I can't believe you're drinking.
my dad.
I love
knows.
those.
He was raving about him on his last stream.
Yeah,
Yes, what?
I drink them all the time.
Raving.
This
Okay,
is-
raving.
Yeah. the way
podcast. Last week, I went down to San Francisco, and I bought my last 2 cases of Anchor Steam. Since Sapporo is deciding to shut down America's oldest craft brewery.
Oh, really?
is that one of the guys you dressed up as that one time? The Admiral?
No,
Whatever.
different. But yeah, Sapporo has decided to shut down San Francisco and United States' oldest brewery. So I went
Wow.
down and I bought.
Where they own it.
Yeah, they bought it for like $120 million in 2019, and then rebranded everything, which sucks because the old labels were fucking so much better. And yeah, really sad. The first beer my dad ever gave me.
Shit.
Well,
Joe Briden?
Well, if you throw a little bit of mango and chili into Modelo, you got this tasty treat.
Is that a 22-ounce can? What the fuck?
That's gonna
Fuck
take a
yeah.
large can.
Why wouldn't it? It's 24.
we'll save plead
Does it-
for last, as we indicated. Yeah, so I mean, not much. I honestly, it's been kind of a dull couple months, other than family stuff, which isn't dull by any means. But as far as the gaming is concerned, as far as activities, haven't been doing too much. Got out golfing a few times. Went yesterday. Took a boatload of my friend's money. That was fun. Got a free round of golf. Closed them out 4 and 3. Then he decided to double down on the final 3 holes, won 16 and 17. He decided to triple down on 18. I won 18.
Oh my word!
And we walked away with a big fat smile. And he also
Love
lost his
that.
60-degree wedge on 12 because it got two-handed over his knee. So
Oh, no.
I got to see one of those live experience. Like, I've never seen my friend
Oh.
tilt as bad as this, and he was in a bad mental. I mean, I must say, 2 holes earlier, I had a 50-foot. I'm not even exaggerating. It was around 50, no less than 40. Could have been up to 60-foot putt for bogey.
It was a shot putt.
Yeah, it was a shot putt. He was on 20-footer for par. I somehow canned my 50-ish foot putt, and he proceeded to 3-putt and lose the hole. He ended up doubling, and I got my bogey, and that kind of set him off. He maxed out on the next par 5. He started throwing clubs, and then 12, all hell broke loose. There was the 60-degree right over the kneecap, and I won 3 holes in a row, and we were on a downward spiral from there. But
Oh man, I love that. When that putt went in, his sphincter tightened so hard.
mhm.
Like,
Yep, he just blasts his 20-foot putt like 8 feet by the hole, and then sure enough, he misses it coming back. I'm just sitting there with the biggest smile, like thinking I definitely lost this hole, and then there's nothing like the swings of a match play in golf. So
Does that affect you guys? Like, if you're playing in a group and someone just starts losing their mind, or really, Rob, when you're losing your mind, how do people react around you?
I'll say that I play a lot of scrambles now, or no, what is it? Yeah, scrambles.
scrambles.
And that takes the pressure off and creates a way more enjoyable experience. So I haven't had a good old meltdown on the course in a very long time.
Yeah, if you're playing solo,
But
there's definitely
actually-
Good scramble.
I have my.
But I
own
also know,
meltdowns.
I also
Okay,
know that
okay.
I'm not good. So like, so this is where I think these clubs and some of the swing tips that I got today are really going to help me. I was apparently using a very difficult club before, which is why I was having such a hard time getting down the fucking fairway.
3-wood?
It was something. It was a weird. He said it was a weird. He called it a weird club choice. That is what the guy at the shop said. And so I don't know what the deal was, but I was just hitting this hybrid really well. So I hope that can shave my score down a little bit. Can't wait to get out.
What number are you in the scramble? What position are you hitting in the scramble? This is for everyone.
What do you mean?
Like a
So
four-man,
there's
like a
an
four-man
order.
scramble?
Yeah,
Yeah.
4-man
Yeah.
scramble, first,
Yeah,
second, third, or
Once you
fourth.
get it going, then you keep
Where are
doing it.
you? What's the order
Well,
you
it
put
kind
in?
of depends. I normally putt last. It depends who I'm playing with. I don't hit the ball the farthest, but I'm consistent. So sometimes if I'm playing with bombers, like I'll take the first drive. But if they're also then worried if I miss the fairway, I'll just wait and poke one down the fairway. But putting last and then anything else, it doesn't matter. Whoever's feeling it.
Have I been playing it wrong?
No,
Usually we do
you
like
can't.
2v2. Usually we do 2v2.
Oh, you just do like a scramble within your own group of foursome.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
Bear and we're all talking 4-man scramble tournaments where
Tournaments,
usually
yeah.
is
Charity event.
all 4 of you. I'm similar as pleaded. I my short game, I'm all 100 yards and in. I'm always last. At least the group of people that I go with. I mean, no one's that good. It's not to compliment my game by any means, and I'm usually first because I don't hit the ball that long. I try to put one out in the fairway for the team. So that's
Yeah, I have
my role.
I have a hard time not hitting my driver straight, so I'll find the fairway and then like approach shots and stuff. I don't go last. I'm like second or third, just so I don't choke it in case no one else doesn't find the green.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind being. I wouldn't mind being the first guy. I don't hit it very far, but I've run my game out good enough where I hit everything pretty straight mostly. I trust my irons more than my driver, but I hit everything pretty straight. I wouldn't mind taking the bullet going first.
What's
So
everyone's
the better
role
guys
on
go after me. I shot at 81 like a month ago.
Ooh, very nice.
I was going to say that the one course I played was
You haven't played golf yet
dumpy
this year?
that I think I got that 80 or 79. The 82 I shot yesterday was the best round that I had.
Yeah, I'm somewhere in the low 90s, like 94, 92, something like that. I don't specifically remember, but that's typically my general range. I'm like a 22 handicap, so.
I'm excited to get out 'cause I haven't played a round that isn't a scramble in a long time, and the slopes on the courses around here are a lot higher than what I'm used to, so it'll be interesting.
I'm gonna start like really like keeping my score hole by hole, like on an app or something. To
18 birdies, baby.
Yeah, we're only
18 birdies.
That's the one where you can track each other.
Yeah, that's what we're
Yeah,
on.
that's where
We
we're
can
always
shit
talking
on
to
you
each other.
mid-round, so if you're on tilt, we can make you more on tilt.
Yeah, like I think my best round out of like probably the 10. So I was on pace when I played that course out here that was designed by whatever that fucking famous guy was.
He died.
I was
Ross.
playing a great fucking. I was having a great round.
Gordon Ramsay.
Tiger Woods.
Oh, I think
What?
you sent it. Yeah, it was a Pete Tye course.
I don't like you guys knowing exactly what you're shooting at the round at any time. Good golfers.
I
just
got
play.
yelled at.
Oh yeah.
I
did the same thing.
that's what I did Sunday. I didn't look at it.
Oh, I don't look at
And
my
you played
score.
better, right? Because
Mackenzie?
you didn't. Yeah, you didn't talk yourself into.
Mackenzie
Oh,
and
if I
Blackwood.
just do this.
I thought about
I don't
pleated
I don't
way
look
too
at my
much
score
Sunday.
as I go, but it's easier for me to keep score on the app than it is a physical card.
Yeah.
Alistair
absolutely.
McKenzie
yeah.
designed the course.
Good old Allie.
Yeah, so I was probably on pace to have a round under 100.
All that for you.
But then we had the time constraints. We had to not play like the last 4 holes.
Well, we've saved Mr. Pants for last. Pleaded. There was nothing much going on your way, right?
Got 2 new cats. A little calico named Lily, and a tuxedo named Gus. And so Lily's
Why is that
been
so funny to me?
sitting. Lily's been sitting here a lot. Gus, who's usually my buddy, doesn't come into this room. So, like, that's about it.
They're still getting
The
used to
the
the
Madden
atmosphere
leagues?
and everything.
Oh yeah. Like, I guess I also proposed to current girlfriend on Friday, and she said yes.
Love that.
Big claps.
Congrats.
Yes, big congrats.
Congrats!
to
I said it
fans.
first. I said it first on the pod.
Big W's.
So, that's really the reason why I haven't played golf much, because I took 2 different, like, about 6-week stints down in Arkansas helping her get ready to sell a house. And
It's pronounced
all that
Arkansas. Come on, please act like you've been to school before. Jesus.
what?
It's
Like,
pronounced Arkansas.
yeah,
like,
and
we're-
everywhere
like,
but when you go
podcast.
there. I know that it's Arkansas, and we got Arkansas City and the Arkansas River in Kansas. But down in this other state, they call it Arkansas. I say that I'm from Kansas when I'm down there to make them feel better. Like,
That's fucking hilarious.
But yeah, like, it's been awesome. She's been living here for about a month. And everything's great, and I decided to make it official. And so she said yes, and she's now current fiance, not current girlfriend. Other than that, I'm trying to get a stream schedule going again. Wednesday, Thursday, Sundays. Going to be baseball until Madden comes out. And if anyone wants to play Madden League, you know where to find me. We still got a few spots left in the PlayStation. I'm not sure if we have any spots left on the Xbox.
Did we get that
Kaepernick
stream?
still in the game for Rob?
I don't know.
Said, is Kaepernick still in the game for you?
I'll take Purdy or Trey Lance.
Did current fiance pre-approve the schedule?
Oh yeah, we've been talking about it a lot. Like, she's like, I always say that she's as introverted as I am extroverted. So, she needs time to kind of relax and just not be around people. So she's watching the last 2 episodes of New Amsterdam right now. So she's having the time of her life. And I can tell you that she is much happier doing that than listening to us podcast or something. So
Absolutely.
it all works good. And yeah, it is kind of pre-approved time. We've been talking about it a lot, and I think that those 3 days are going to work pretty good.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Any discussions way too early on for dates and everything, or no?
No.
Doesn't really
Like,
matter.
the way that we've always thought about this whole thing is we do it when it sort of makes sense. So I will tell you a funny story about the engagement, if you will, and let me indulge.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yes,
she
yes.
decided that it was a month since she's been there. She was like, let's go out on like a date. And I was like, that's great. We'll go eat sushi at Akibono. That place is always a good time. The owners know me. We usually do sake bombs and Hennessy shots while we're eating sushi. It's a blast. These guys are legit, like, party guys. And I was like, hey, I want to do cocktails before we go at Akibono. So I was like, you got to be ready at 6:30, because we got reservations at 8. And because if I don't tell her, because here 2 weeks before that, I said, hey, current girlfriend, let's go to happy hour on Friday. And I didn't think that I needed to say anything. She wasn't ready until 6:30. Happy hour's over.
Please,
I give it
so
months.
we went
months.
we went to the same place, and we paid full price. It was wonderful. And she was like, I used to live in a dry county, you idiot. We don't know what happy hours are. Tell me when I need to be ready. And so I told her, be ready at 6:30. And so she didn't think anything of it. Like, and she's getting ready, and I go run and find a bottle of champagne and a couple bottles of tequila, because tequila's kind of our drinks now. And then I had kind of everything set up downstairs. I was like, it's too hot out. It was like 100 degrees. I was like, we're not going to cocktails right now. Let's just have cocktails here. So we made a couple, couple fingers of tequila. and we're drinking and just talking. And, I was kind of telling a story about how, the different dates that are important in our like history, and kind of went back and forth. And we're just having a really nice conversation. And then when I decided it was the right time, I get down on my knees and I'm start to propose. And she said, I shit you not, she said, "Oh no," when I started to get down on my knee. And then I proposed, and she said, "Absolutely, I'll say yes." But she did that subconsciously because she wasn't ready for it. And I think what went through her head is, I would have done my hair differently. My nails would have been painted a little bit better. Like, you rushed me to make me get ready. But it ended up being a great night. And she said, "Oh no," right before I proposed.
You sure it wasn't? She was worried that you got down on her knee and she was, you weren't going to get back up.
She was going to have to, get the jaws of life. Yeah, like, you never know. Like, on her second day here, like, I had to go to the ER. So, I'm testing her.
She's been through the ringer.
Yeah.
I love a good.
Anyone deals with this guy? Like, come on, she's a saint.
I love a good engagement story where you get like just the one little caveat of like her going, "Oh no," you are always going to have that for the rest of your life to be like, remember when you said, "Oh no"? Like, my wife got her hair done the morning of, and there is a torrential downpour. And so I wanted to take her to this place that like looked over the beautiful, beautiful shores of Lake Erie. It smelled like dead fish. And so she refused to get out of the car. And so we had friends there to like get the pictures and everything set up. I go, "You got to get her out of the car." And so she sprinted to the car and is pissed off. Like, "Why are you guys out here? It's raining. I just got my hair done." I was lying to her for a month going like, "We might be getting a puppy soon. Like, we can do that." My first words before I go into like the "I'll love you forever" part that, you're just putting it out there. I go, "You're not getting a puppy." And she goes, "What do you mean I'm not getting a puppy?" And then I like immediately dropped to a knee and was like, "All right, here's what's going on. I'm marrying you instead." And I still think she wants the puppy. Yeah, she's
to the puppy.
I'd rather have the puppy. I had a buddy who some girlfriend loves Christmas, and so he thought he was going to propose to her while they're putting up a Christmas tree. So he had this box with her ring under the tree, and she's like, "Who put that box there?" And he's like, "I don't know. Seriously, did someone come in and put something?" So she was reading him in the riot act. And then finally he had to go and propose to her. And she was shocked. And she didn't say yes. She said, "Thanks."
I'll say, never tie your shoe in front of the Eiffel Tower. I'm telling you, it's a terrible.
Nothing beats the, what was it, the Islanders fan? He like full sells it on his cam. He like gets in the aisle, takes a step back, and bends over to ties his shoe. Hold on, let me. I'll pull it up while you guys. Islanders fan.
I can never get married again after the way I proposed to my wife. I can't.
What'd you do?
You never. I thought I already told like this forever ago.
I haven't heard it.
I proposed.
We're also on a podcast that'll, if it's good, then it's content and it plays.
Yeah, I proposed. I proposed to my wife on stage at a concert. It was over Veterans Day weekend.
I don't think so, no.
Oh my God, he's toast. He should.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing.
She was out of his league anyway. That's a problem.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I like that.
Yeah. That's an all-time favorite.
Here, I'll if I put my shit in the Discord, can you play it on the screen so I can see it?
Yep.
We get to look at how skinny Stiff used
It's
to be.
going to be screen's black again because I screwed something up, but whatever.
I put it in the dugout.
Roger that. One moment.
It's on TikTok.
That's going to be tough. The noise
That's
is going to be a
gonna
bit
be
loud,
tough.
but we'll do it live.
It's going to be very loud. It's very loud right off the bat, I'll tell you right now.
Okay, hold on. I change my volume. Okay, all right, yep. Bare minimum. There we go.
Standing before you tonight on this Veterans Day weekend is an American hero. Operation First Class Specialist Zach Stiff, the United States Navy for 7 years. This man is an Orange County man, is a veteran, and stands
Anybody hear anything? I can't hear
You gotta put
An American hero.
you. Oh wait, never mind.
They called Stiff an American hero.
beautiful girlfriend Tiffany.
The hat. On the back of the head.
My life changed when I met you. So I want to ask you a question right here. All these people.
Everyone, shut up.
That's pretty awesome.
I was told no sporting events and not on stream. That was the only two.
Not on stream.
I did. Did I
It's
tell
a,
you
it's
what
a
I did?
great camera angle too.
I did for mine. We were doing the podcast
I don't think
at the time,
so.
right? Or no?
I
No,
don't.
it was just
No,
the
that was
wedding.
when she
I don't
went
think
into
so.
labor.
That was the wedding. Yeah, the wedding and the labor. Yeah, both of those. That was the time. I did mine at a local golf course. My wife and I were golfing. I booked.
Lauren golfs?
Well, not really. I mean, she golfed. We tried like 2 or 3 times the year before, and this was like our second time of the year. And it was just like it's a short course, like a par 33, something like that. And we were playing 9 holes. I made sure that no one was paired up with us, so like I just called the start or whatever. And I had her whole family and my family waiting on the 9th green, the restaurant right behind the 9th green, far enough away you couldn't see anyone. And it's a short par 3, maybe like 135 yards. And I have a ball that says, "Will you marry me?" on it.
Oh, wow.
Luckily, I had backups. It's over water. So the pressure was off. And mind you, I was not a 22 at the time. I was probably closer to a 30. I hit the shot of my life and stick this to a foot. I'm not even joking. It was literally walk up, gimme range, tap in for the birdie, and then I just told her to take the ball out of the hole. And of course, she reads, I'm like, what does it say? And she said,
Titleist too.
like Pinnacle or something like that, whatever the ball name was. I'm like, can you just turn the other side, please?
Kirkland's signature.
Yeah, exactly.
What if your wife just picked it up and goes, "Will you marry me?" and goes, launches it into the lake.
Oh man. But yeah. Anyways, so I guess we do have some golf stuff to talk about. Have you guys been watching the pros much? Thoughts PGA Live, Wyndham Clark, Brian Harmon, Ryder Cup coming up. Have you guys been following closely? Have you been playing PGA? Any of the above? Anybody? I know none of us have really been playing PGA all too closely.
Bears dabbled, I think.
Whoa.
Every time I get on MLB, I see
nice
it
weekend,
says
I
on
think.
2K23.
I think Bears carried the torch on the PGA front.
Listen, my British Open that weekend where I think I had triple digits round 3, and that was a message
Oh yeah.
to PGA that, you got to figure out this cut system. I don't know. I was 2 sheets to the wind on that round, but
I was happy as shit. I was happy as shit for Brian Harmon.
It was a fun story. He's been top 20, like 10 tournaments in a row, like leading up to that. I mean, that might be a bit exaggerated, but he's been like super consistent this year, playing really well, top 25 in the world or so. and never really, I'd say 99% of the world has no idea who he is. And even if you're a golf fan, I'd say there's like 85-90% of the people don't even know who you are, like just super unknown. And then they did him dirty with the waggle counter, but
oh my god, that was so great.
they sure pissed off
Mark
England.
Wahlberg's Mark Wahlberg's doppelganger.
Yeah.
And I think that he's been sort of like that, consistent making cut guy kind of his entire career. He's just never that guy that, just goes out and goes crazy. And so he's had a nice little career and, now a major championship behind his name. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, couple back-to-back winners between him and Wyndham Clark that have both, kind of, I mean, Wyndham not as much, a little overdue for kind of bigger recognition, I think. With the amount of caliber in the top 20 in the world, those guys get overshadowed so easily. And I enjoyed the end of both those tournaments quite a bit. And I think it was just a little bit disappointing. A lot of people thought the Open Championship would play a little bit harder, have those extreme conditions. We didn't quite see that. It hasn't been that way for a little while now, but it also was just such a deciding victory. So as an entertainment aspect, it might have not been like peak entertainment, but I still enjoyed watching him play really, really, really darn good golf and some exceptional putting. And we had Ricky Fowler winning in the mix too.
I've enjoyed the Ricky surge.
The Ricky rise. He's going to be in the Ryder Cup. I think auto qualified, if I'm not mistaken. He's pretty close to top 6. If not, he's definitely in that top 12 area. So he's probably going to be a captain's pick, I would imagine, with the way he's playing right now. Justin Thomas looking like he is well within the outside looking in, although he's kind of Team America guy, so to speak. But the way he's been playing lately, I can't imagine the captain taking him.
That was a decent little clip from last week, I believe, that I just threw in the chat.
Oh yeah. I don't even know who it is off the top of my head, but I can show
Hardy. Never heard of the guy before this, but
as far as like watching
I've seen this.
Stalling, here we go.
Yes, it is. Wow.
Drogas Club.
Yeah, just an outstanding.
It was worth it.
Yeah, a little bit. Just
Captain
insane.
Hook. Those crazy shot chips are always super cool. I love watching for a while until it was the same shot like 3 million times in a row. The Mac Boucher guy on all the short form content. He just has those like super slingers or slices. Like he aims like 3 miles to the right of the hole and has it zing back. He's not a pro, but fun on.
So I guess that kind of leads me into like the golf content that I've really been digesting.
Yeah.
Is a ton of the YouTube stuff. Who is your go-to to watch? I know yours, Kilbride, but
Rick Shields.
Yeah, I love Rick.
Shields.
I have a combo answer, but I would imagine both the answers though.
Mark Crossfield I watched a lot, but he just gets so samey. He's like, all these clubs do the exact same thing, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I mean, the learning aspect, Shields is fantastic, and even entertainment aspect, there's a handful to watch, but for me, it's the comedic factor of Bob Does Sports, and specifically Fat Perez and Bobby Fairways and that whole crew is just gets me dying laughing all the time. And I follow along foreplay a little bit. I like watching Trent try to break 90. That's kind of something I follow along because he's very similar with me. I've broken 90 a few times, so it's just kind of fun seeing someone very similar caliber. And the high quality footage of golf videos between Bob Does Sports, good, foreplay, that they have these cool aerial drone views of the courses. It's fun. It's a fun watch to see like 45-minute rounds, and you get to see every shot and everything like that. So
I got one more that everyone should do. Golf Digest. It has flyovers of all they've been doing it for all the major championship venues, but they got some other ones. They usually have like some architect guy explaining the different things, and they are absolutely amazing. The they're just all good. Like watch every single one of them.
Yeah. I think in general, I mean, we've seen obviously the transition for quite some time now. It's not the past few months. It's been like the past year or two from like the live streaming not that it was ever really high on Twitch, but as far as our group and as far as even the group within Twitch, viewership has clearly gone down. The ambition to kind of stream video game golf. And then also, just moving further and further away from COVID, it happens to be summertime. People want to be outside playing golf. I feel like it's all enjoyable, and the high quality content and the various different people that you can go to on YouTube now has been a great outlet for me to kind of consume my golf content.
I think that's got to be the next step for anyone that's in the video game golf space, is going to be to figure out how to translate that and the templates there for what you do going from the video game and then going out and seeing the real course, because then your content ideas are, well, I just, I played Pebble on 2K on Legendary, man, whatever you want to say. Let's see if I could go out and do that on Pebble from the front tees, or like there's a ton of ideas that you could have the crossover. It's going to be who's going to do that. So I'm just saying, guys, if we get our money together, I know I just built a house, but we could build another house somewhere else.
Golf compound.
Listen, the wife wants a puppy. I'll give her the puppy and be like, listen, I think I got to start this new venture. And, Texas, Moose says it's too hot.
Start it on plan, build a stream house.
Oh, don't get Moose too excited.
We'll have to go out with Nick Faldo in Montana area. So probably super cheap out there, and the Big Sky country. Didn't they have like a one of those the matches out there with like Phil and Aaron Rodgers and stuff like that? I feel like one of those.
Yeah, I think that was one of the Brady ones.
Yeah.
Speaking of the match, did anybody even watch that shit
out there? It was great.
Oh yeah,
Curry and Thompson, dude. That was some brave people watching that match, because they were just peppering it into the stands and into the crowd at every fucking hole.
Yeah, I feel like they need some pros, and like getting more exposure into the PGA is probably the better way to go. I don't know.
There's no way that match had to have made the least amount of money out of all the ones they've done.
I would imagine so.
I didn't even know there was a match.
Yeah, they were all pretty painful to watch. All pretty painful to watch.
None of them have been all that great. Like I feel like, did they have Brady and Manning in one, or what was the one with Brady?
I think that was a good one, wasn't it?
Yeah. See, bringing those like actual like real life quote unquote rivalries, whether it's a rivalry or not, and it happens to be a couple good golfers, would be kind of interesting. Like if they had Tony Romo and
Jim Nance.
New York Giants defense.
Yeah, exactly. Michael Strahan.
The Seahawks turf.
Yeah.
The Tom Brady holdout was one of the greatest things that ever happened.
Yeah. Charles out there is just on commentary is just perfect, because he just shits all over Charles immediately after that. Charles just needs to be on everything.
But Brady and Manning can talk. Like they could hold a microphone and they know how to have that sarcasm.
Right.
There's not many athletes you could do that with. Your next match, again, maybe it's because I'm siding with content creators, but you need to get a name or two. Like there isn't a person who watches golf who is maybe on that fringe of not watching, and you get a pro with one of these content creators, and you're going to go, well, I'm interested. How are they going to react?
Yeah.
I mean, they already kind of do that already.
Perez take on the world.
God,
We'll take all comers.
Can you do the Eurostep too? Can you guys do it in sync?
I probably could, yeah.
Oh, that would be fantastic. That'd be the clip
I
of
was
all
once
time.
told on a golf course that I was the most athletic fat person they've ever seen.
Oh, that would be electric.
I had an inside the park home run in softball last week, so that was pretty sweet.
Hey-o.
And
you don't
these
care
are
anything.
okay?
Yeah.
Huh?
You rounded all the bases without
Yeah.
breaking anything?
I'm they call me the runaway beer. They call me the runaway beer truck because I have the most inside the park home runs.
Still can't hit it out of the park.
Warning track power, they count that as
how
stats
many-
now.
Yeah, they count it as a stat.
Do they actually count
We
that?
were
A
so
couple weeks
happy.
ago, Rob went, 3 for 4 with 1 to the warning track.
Right, I just missed it, and I was very happy because I never hit it that far usually. I'm more of a gap guy.
I wish my MLB moments were like that. Fuck.
Speaking of MLB, let's make that transition over there. We'll kind of like have that be our last quote unquote thing for today to just kind of sync
If
up
you-
on what's been going on in MLB. I know that's actually been probably the game that all of us have been playing the most. I know Rob really hasn't, but aside from Rob, and Rob has interest and knowledge of it, we've all been playing quite a bit. Overall thoughts on the show this year?
It's
I
great.
really just think,
I think that it's great. Like, there's things they've done wrong. There's things that they could do better, but the gameplay's been awesome. And man, I've been having a blast just playing ranked.
Yeah, it's new and refreshing. I'm not a huge fan of the content strategy with the sets and stuff, but pretty much all I've played is co-op and can use any cards there, so it's fine by me.
I mean, I've been absolutely hooked since I downloaded it on the Switch when I was leaving Japan, and I literally haven't been able to put it down. My wife literally yelled at me within like a week after I got back. She said to stop playing fucking MLB on the Switch and pay attention to me and your daughter. So I just literally stopped playing for a while. But I was so many hours into the game, I still can't put it down. All the time I'm playing, I love it. Except for the extreme program. Except for the extreme program. Fuck that.
I've fallen off. Again, with kind of everything going on, I just needed more of a low-key game. Not that like MLB doesn't give you that, like, okay, I could just do moments, I could just do something. I enjoyed it last year because it felt like I could do the offline stuff and I could get like the collections done. And this year you have to dip your toe into the online stuff. And I did that early on, but right now, again, I don't have the best Wi-Fi connection, so
Yeah.
I've kind of fallen off on it.
Now, let me ask this for all 3/4, 5 of you. Really, everyone has played it in prior years significantly in Diamond Dynasty. My initial perception after playing it for like 3-4 months is it feels a little too overwhelming that there's so many 99/perfect, like, quote unquote power and everything guys. Is it too top heavy? Like, I understand the need for like having the overall 99s, but like I feel like some of the stats are way too juiced. Like, you have like guys that you can't not have, almost like, what was it, Mickey Mantle, that everyone has in their lineup. Like, it's just, he's too perfect of a player. It almost, I feel like there needs to be a little bit better counterbalance at the top, but at least that's my initial gut reaction.
Here's the biggest deal. They've specifically made it this year, so like you're only getting cards in the 90s, and I think that helps them be able to tune the game and make the gameplay better, because they can tune the gameplay for end game, and then they don't have to worry about tuning it for people playing with a hodgepodge of crap. But here's the problem: all the good cards, like the ones that you're talking about that are like the too good to not have on your team, are either behind a chase pack, behind some sort of 50k pack, besides a diamond duos pack, or they are the really big set rewards for the seasons. And so what you don't have is you don't have the grind 99 awesome cards that can compete with the Ellies, the Mantles, the Mowers, They fixed it a little bit with set 3, but not completely, because the best cards are still either behind a pack, an expensive pack, or behind a huge collection. What they need to do is they need to give the grinders that don't throw out the money books, the checkbooks, cards that can be close to those. And right now, I don't think that they're close to them. You get a new program out, and it's a 97 Jason Dominguez. You make that Jason Dominguez a 99 Jason Dominguez, I'm pumped, because Jason Dominguez is one of my favorite cards every year. But not in 97. I'm not going to play 6 hours for a 97 that won't make my team.
Right. So that's kind of what I was feeling. It's like, well, I get all these, even 98 overall guys. I feel like, whatever. It's like, it's almost like I don't even necessarily want this person on my competitive team, as opposed to, like, theoretically, I'd like to see going into an online match, not 99s across the board, but like, hey, mix in a 94, like, hey, maybe this Mark McGuire this 94 overall Mark McGuire still has crazy power, but he just sucks ass at fielding, and there's some downside to having a card, but like there is also value to it, and it just seems, the high-end 99s are just way too overpowered not to have.
But the thing is that they're really hard to get. You got to throw a lot of money into it. So I'm playing a ranked team right now that doesn't have any sort of super overpriced cards, and I'm competing. Like in the last 2 days that I've done ranked, I think I'm like 12-1.
Now, do you have any non-99 in your lineup, though?
Oh, yeah, plenty.
Oh,
yeah.
Tune into the stream to see his team. That's
point.
A plug.
Okay.
Wednesday, Thursday, Sundays.
Fair point.
Did you see any of the UFC stuff? Oh, no, go ahead, Bleeding, because I was going to change.
I'm done. Change subject.
Oh, we had a great UFC stream.
Yeah,
UFC.
Yeah, I'll throw a couple clips in the
Derek Lewis thing
in the chat. There was that. Did you see the head kicks?
Oh yeah,
absolutely fantastic. There's a couple of us just chilling in a Discord the other night during that. If you guys haven't seen it,
we're in the middle of an MLB talk. Hey, by the way,
I was gonna bring it up right before you did the transition to baseball, because it was like not a video game thing, but
yeah.
No sunglasses, World War II fan. My daughter broke them.
Oh no.
Yep.
What is going on?
So sorry, Rob.
God damn it. I think you broke my stream, Moose.
Nah, it doesn't matter. Everyone's already seen them.
I mean, outside of the baseball video game world, the White Sox have been on a fire sale with their entire pitching rotation.
So the Mets, right? They just traded Scherzer, and they're looking to trade Verlander too?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, what a sad organization that is, huh?
They'll never be happy.
Yeah. Should have put the future on the Rangers.
I know. God damn it, Ginger. No, they'll choke. They'll choke.
My estimation about the fucking Mariners was way off. I thought they were going to be fucking great this year.
What's the current standings? Do they have any chance?
The Mariners? I mean, they're 5.5 out, but they're selling all their players. The Giants just picked up 2 of them.
Oh, really? I didn't even see the trades that they made. Okay.
Yeah. They still got Julio?
Yeah.
3 games above 500, but the AL is real tough this year. I mean, the Yankees are 5 games above 500, and they're way back.
The AL East is tight.
Yeah, it's insane. Dead last in the AL East, but I've been enjoying
AL Central too.
I can't state enough how much I enjoy. I like baseball. Was my very first game that I actually sport that I started watching as a child, and really got into it. As you can see with all these baseball cards behind me, I started trying to organize them a little bit. I get some like late 80s sets that are probably worth $20 if that, but I still want to just get them in a nice binder and such. Anyways, the length of the game was just driving me nuts. I feel like the last decade or so, but the length of the game, the fast pace is just fantastic.
Oh,
It's
Kilbride is the one we have to blame.
cool.
Yeah. What, you don't like the quicker games?
Eh,
Oh, I love it. I
Really?
can actually watch a baseball game now.
You have to
Like,
love
not
it
in
because
person.
it gets people watching that wouldn't normally watch.
I could understand
Yeah.
being at the ballpark because it's just you know, you're sit there, it's a casual experience type of thing, and you know, take your time, there's no rush. But the sometimes 2 minutes between a pitch because there's a timeout here, timeout there, let me grab my cock. you know, they're just itching themselves. They're all over the pace. You know, pick off here.
That's what I go to the ballpark for.
Yeah, exactly. It's just constant nonsense, but the pace of play is just so fantastic to watch. Like a couple times already, 3 or 4 times I'd say this season, I like stayed up watching Sunday Night Baseball, like because I was genuinely interested in the game. And one of the games, I think it was the guy in Houston, the right fielder. What's his name? Turner or something? Kyle Turner? Kyle
Tucker.
Tucker. Oh my God, what a game he had. He had robbed a home run, hit 2 home runs. I think it was against Atlanta. It was a back and forth game. Fantastic. I told my wife, I'm like, I just want to see the Shohei at bat before we go to bed. I think they were up. They were playing, and sure enough, he hits an absolute bomb in the 9th inning. Like, I don't know. I just would not have said that last year or the past decade, and I think it is fantastic for the game of baseball. And I think the ratings are showing. So excited to see what happens in the upcoming years. And I'm vested in the MLB playoffs. I'm very much looking forward to it, even though I don't necessarily think the Red Sox will be in it. If they somehow sneak in, I really have very low hopes. I think they're just kind of catching a little bit of fire here, but I'm excited.
I think the Giants are going to make it, and I think it's going to be really cool down the stretch.
Yeah. They how far are they at? They just beat the
4.
Yeah, they took 2 out of the 3 from the Red Sox. They were all 1-run games too.
Yeah.
And the Angels made a shit moves. I'd be interested to see how they do if they can squeak in.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to.
I mean, they went after like half of our lineup.
Yeah, they're really trying to.
They're beating the Braves right now.
Is there any Bryce Harper that's coming up that you can look forward to, Pleated?
There's any what?
Any next Bryce Harper or number 1 overall pick the Royals can look forward to?
No, there's the problem with the Royals. All the young talent's already in the big leagues. There's some young kids that you never know, but we don't have anyone in the top 100 prospects now. They're all in the big leagues. So like it really kind of sucks. Like I think that the team can be good. They're still babies. But it's not gonna be this year, and like I don't know if it's gonna be next year.
Yeah. All right. Anything else we want to touch base on before we've been going a little over an hour here? I know, Bear, do you have to run? Are you clear over there?
I moved the car in. We'll see. There's going to be a pitter patter coming here pretty soon, so I know.
I think in general, just to kind of sum up tonight, like just glad to kind of get the gang back together. Whether we do this weekly or not going forward, we'll see. My intention is to try to get something going next week. Maybe we'll talk about games we're looking forward to a little bit more. We'll dive into the Madden League, the NFL. I definitely have my thoughts on the running back situation, the NFL, and whatever, and. There's definitely just various topics that we can discuss. And if there's anything ever happening in the golf world, we'll obviously touch base on that. We're all golf centric and maybe not very closely tied into the current PGA Tour. Like this past weekend was the 3M Open. Like no one really watches that. I mean, I watch it a little bit, but I can venture to guess not many people are tuning into that.
One thing about golf, because it's happening, did you know the changes that they made to the FedEx Cup? Like the first... the first tournament's only going to have 70 people and not 120. Then the second one's going to be 50 rather than 70, and then the third one's going to be 30. Like that's pretty crazy. Like you're going to have to play good those 2 weekends to be able to make it.
Yeah, Rory will be chasing down that What'd you do, Bear? Oh, jeez.
I didn't do anything. Don't worry about it. Just keep going.
Yeah, I mean, like it seems like something that Rory will try to chase down again. Unfortunately, he's not getting those majors, but he's he wants that third FedEx Cup, and it's a
no doubt,
money,
all the money.
Absolutely, could have made more on Live, but here we are.
Well, I'll tell you that I'm super excited for football season in Madden. The changes that they've made to the game, and when I played the demo, has me really, really, really jazzed. There's a handful of people, Kilbride included, that are thinking about doing some content inside of the Bespoke Football League this year. And so I'm all in. We're going to make Sunday like a big football day. I don't know exactly how many hours I'm going to stream, but I'm planning on doing a lot of football and all the old sort of primetime game of the week and all of that stuff content on Sundays. I'm super pumped, and I think that the leagues are going to be a lot of fun this year.
For sure. I couldn't agree more. It seems like the people that have signed up thus far are super hyped for it. I'm very hyped for it, and just really crossing our fingers we don't have any delete situation going on. I think they've really taken a strong action and stance, realizing how big they royally screwed up last year. So, I can't imagine they don't have backups. For whatever reason, they have some sort of catastrophic situation where franchises get deleted or whatever. They must have some backup saved copies of all these leagues. So it has a restore date of a day or at most, it's understandable mistakes happen. So I think Madden is doing the right thing, trying to, take the next step forward. I can't blame a company or organization if they, hey, hand up, we completely screwed up. We're trying to take our best foot forward, which it seems like they are. So, but we'll dive a little bit more into that as we come along. Thank you, Heels, Detroit Jenkins, for the couple of raids here. You guys have any other closing thoughts before we try to wrap it up for this evening?
Moose, are you old enough to drink beer? Why are you wearing that shirt?
A friend gave it to me.
Hey, maybe
guess he didn't get yours.
We could just do a special on occasion. Maybe we don't have anything to talk about. Maybe it'll just be a trivia week. If we could just
Ooh,
bring
a
trivia night, every once in a while, and it doesn't
now
have
we've
to.
stiffed with the trivia too with the John Cougar Mellencamp guesses that aren't even remotely close.
We have a backlog, so Rob can pick and choose which ones are his favorite, and we'll kind of.
I was on it. I knew what I was talking about. I just had the wrong fucking name.
It happens.
Alrighty. With that being said, thank you everyone that's here. Let's go send a raid out. Let's not make this too long. I'm going to post this on YouTube. I'm going to try to make like a little intro to it as well. So if you guys want to follow over on YouTube, if you happen to be watching on YouTube, we're going to try to be streaming over on Twitch. Kilbride 10, typically on Mondays around 8 o'clock. Nothing's hard set in stone. But let's go watch one of my favorite streamers.
Awesome. Kilbride on Mondays, everyone. I'm excited.
Nicole T's live.
Yeah, nailed it. No, Mr. Jimmy Boredom, he's always streaming, always has a good crew in there, and he looks like he's playing some duos at the moment with actually G-Dog. Go make sure you follow G-Dog as well, at the _G-Dog.
Yeah.
I'll give him a shout out before we the _G-Dog.
Suck it, Moose.
Suck it, Moose.
Oh, that was
Fuck you, Moose.